Now we will create a login page for our admin panel. In the previous chapter we have created the dynamic content for the admin panel. Now it's time for login page. So first of all I will create a login.php file inside my admin folder. As you can see, inside the admin folder here. Now I will create a new file called login, or we can say this as index.php, because the default index.php for the admin will be the login page, so we can make it as index.php. So the file is created, and as you know we are using a admin template, so we have the styling for our login.php file also. So I will open the HTML file for our login page. So inside this folder, test folder, you should get a login.html file. Here it is, login.html file. Just open it and just copy this file to index.php, and here I just made the copy and just save it. And if I open the admin folder, it will we are creating the index.php. okay, here it is. Now it is working, and also we have to remove the index.html from our admin folder. Here it is, here is the file. I just have to remove this folder. Otherwise, if we will open the admin URL from the URL var, it will take us to index.html page. So we don't want it, and we will just remove the index.html file because we don't need this, and just remove it. And after removing, I just need to make a few changes. It is for me only. I just have to change the property for my file as per my hosting server. It is only for me, so I just updated it. And now if I open the admin folder from the URL path, it will by default open. Okay, now it is not open, it is still opening the index.html. somehow it may be the server is not cleared successfully the index.html page, so we can manually open the index.php for now. So just open the inside admin, just open index.php file. Now we have to make the changes for our styling, because we just copy the file from inside the folder dist. Just need to change the styling path, and we just need to paste as in home page. We should yes, we have to change just here. Here as you can see, here is the styling. If I change here just this code, then it should work. The styling should come now. When refresh the page, now you can see the styling is working properly. Now it's time for the scripting. Scripting also need to work for this, because few of things is coming by scripting. Here you can see the JS is inside folder dist. Okay, inside folder dist. Just did this, and now everything should work. Okay, now as you can see, everything fine, and just need to do your work at the ready-made page. And here is the page. We can change the title. It is called login. We can say welcome admin. So the welcome admin has done. If I refresh the page, it is now welcome admin. Now the admin will enter the email ID and the password to accessing their account. So for this, first of all we have to store the information for our admin. So what we can do, we have to create a new table in our database. So I will go here to I will click on new. Okay, not here, not it will click on here new. So the table name can be admin. Simply you can make any name here, and we need an ID and the email for the admin and just the password. password, and the email will be worker, password will be worker, and email can be up to 100 and 100 and enough 50, okay, let's say 100, and the password can be also up to 100, and by default it is null, it is also null, and the id will be auto increment in case we enter more than one entries for our admin panel. And now it is done, just click on save. Now file has saved successfully, and we have a table for admin. We will insert a admin user manually for this time. In future you can make to create as many as admin you can here. So just create an email. I will just say admin at MLM, admin at tutorial villa.com, and password we can say 123456, simply admin at tutorialvilla.com. okay, what is this? Insert into id, incorrect integer value for column id. Okay, we also have to make the id field as auto incremented, because we just forget to make it as auto incremented, I think so. If I change here, we can create it as auto increment. Just click here and save it. Now the id will be auto incremented. So just store admin at tutorial.com here, and password we can say 123456. just click on save, and now we have an entry for our admin. Now we have to create the scripting for this. So just go to here, and the form here, ultimately the form is here. So now we have to submit the form. So here at form, just need to do some alignment here, like div li, label is here, we have input email address, and the div is closed here, and another thing is div here, the label is started, the input started form here, and the div has closed here. And another for our remember, we don't want the remember button. Okay, you can use it for yourself if you want, remember. And I will just click on this login. Okay, done. Now for email, we have to create a name field to access our email, like here name is equals to email, and also for password field we have to create a attribute called name is equals to password. So when the email and password will be entered, okay, also need to insert another field at the end, that is called required, and also put this field here also required. So the admin has to at least insert both of these value. And finally we have a login button, and we have to change is from anchor tag to a submit button. So what we can do, we can create a button, and just okay, here is our button, and also change from here as anchor tag to button. So now we have a button. Also we need a button type submit, because when we click on this button, the form has to be submit. So we will take type is equals to submit, and also remove the href, because we have no longer the anchor tag. So the form is created, submit button done, email done, and password also done. Now if I check the UI, and if I click on login, as you can see, it is asking to enter some values here. So now we have value, we have UI. Now we have to create the scripting for in our page at the very above. And also I will put an attribute as called name for our submit button. We can say submit login, submit underscore login, and now we will identify at the top of the page whether the login page has called. So first of all, to access the database we need a connection file, and as you can see, the connection file is above of the admin folder. It is inside php include. So first of all, we will include we will require the login the connection file, so that we can access the database. So we will create we will use the function require here. Okay, and the connection file is above one folder, and inside PHP includes and slash connect dot php. Now if everything will okay, it should not show any error. It is not showing any error. It means it is working well. I have to just close my file to make few updates. Okay, now here it is. We added the connection file at top of the page. Now we will check whether the admin clicked on the submit button. So if is set, okay, we have to also define the method of the submission of the form, like form method should be post, because we want to hide the information from the URL bar also. So the method is post. Now we will check here if is said $_post submit login. If this is available, then it will come only inside this file. Okay, sorry, inside this condition. Now we will access both of the email ID and password. So first of all, we will check our email. For email, we will check MySQL real escape string post. Email is email, and we will take a password also. Password. Now we also have password. I just want to echo it to check whether it is coming the information here or not. Just refresh the page, and if I enter any of the, like this email, and password is 1234556. Now click on login. Now the information is not showing above. If I control U, it is not showing here because it is not coming inside this condition. Let's see if I say else echo just out, and if it come inside the condition, it means echo in. Now let's see whether this work or not. If I click on A and login, okay, here the output is showing in. It means it is working, but it is not echoing anything. It means okay. I forgot the connection here because we are using MySQL, so I have to pass the connection also inside this. Now if I refresh the page, as you can see here, we have our URL and password also. Now just remove these extra things from the top of our page. Just remove this also. Now we have email and password, both of this. Now just we have to check whether this email and password exist in our admin table. So for this, first of all, we will check whether both of the field is not empty. So if email not equal to null, and password not equal to null, or we can say just empty. It should be same, it is not same, but we can take it as empty. And now both of this field is not empty, then we are inside this. Now we will check from the database. For this, we can make a query check MySQL real, okay, not MySQL real escape, MySQL query, I just forgot this. MySQL query con select stick from admin, where email is equals to email and password is equals to password. If the both of the field will available as same, then it should return the information from the database. To check whether the information is coming from the database is MySQL num rows. We will check the how many number of rows is coming from our database. So we can check if the number of row is equal to 1. In that case, it means the password is okay. Okay, we can say everything is okay, otherwise invalid password. Invalid, okay, I'll need to echo it, invalid password. Okay, password whatever. Now just save this file, and if I refresh the page, it is saying invalid password. And now in case if I enter actual access of our user panel, now what it say everything is okay at the very bottom of the page. You see everything is okay. It means now our code is working properly. Now we have to do this thing in a correct way so that admin can redirect to home page. If everything will be okay, first of all we need to store the admin information to the session. So to access this session, we again have to initialize this session at the above the page. So the code should be available on tutorial villa already for our previous project, as the project is the binary plan. And if I go to curriculum, and here it should be admin login. Where the admin login? Okay, it may be inside here, create admin. Okay, not in create admin, it may be inside stop unauthorized access to admin area. Okay, it is also not here. Where it should be? Okay, we can also take the information for our user. So the code is here. This session start, we need this session start at the above of the page, and now we have to store the information as like here. Like we can copy the code from here, and now what I paste here, it is this. I just did this to save my time just only, and it is done here. And why this printing like this? Okay, we didn't close it here. Okay, now we have to make few changes here, like session user ID, it is storing user ID. We have to change this to something else, otherwise we will not be able to access both user panel and admin panel at the same time at same browser. So we have to change it to something like user ID underscore admin, and this session ID can be ID underscore admin, and the login type will be admin. And we are storing the email ID of the admin and just the session ID. The session ID we don't need to store, we just have to store the email ID to just check whether the admin is accessing the page. So user ID underscore admin, okay, it is correct, login type as admin. Now if everything will okay, it will take us to our home.php file. As you can see, the home page is already created at the top of the admin folder. Here it is, home.php. Now when everything will okay, it will take us to home.php. Now just refresh the page. Okay, also need to remove the echo thing here, like the else condition. We don't want this else condition anyway, and it is echo. Now everything done. If I paste the email ID of the admin and password is 123456, now click on login. As you can see, we are on index.php, or something may be wrong. and for the same it is working. Why we are on index.php? Because this is not working. Okay, it should print a alert. Okay, let's see if I click on this, anything we can put like admin. Okay, just paste the actual one, login. Okay, it is not showing any error, just see here whether it's work. Echo, if I put the alert here, script alert invalid, need to use double quote here, invalid user ID or password. Okay, why it is not showing? I just understand, because I didn't closed the script here. Also need to close the script here, tag here, because it is, in that case it was showing the error. Also need to close the script here. Now it should work correctly. Let's see if I refresh the page, it is showing invalid user ID or password. In that case, if I enter the correct value 1 2 3 4 5 6, now the login has, now we are inside the our admin panel. So now we will create a logout page for our admin. If I click on this button, nothing is happen. So we will create a logout page for this also. As you know, we already have a logout page in our user folder, so we can just copy the page inside our admin folder, because it should almost same. So inside user folder we should have a logout.php file. I will just open this file, and again inside admin folder, as you can see, inside admin folder create a file logout.php, logout.php, and just copy the content for our user logout to admin logout. And what this page will do, it will start a session, it will remove all the session, and just it will say logout successful, and it will take the admin to index.php file, and the index.php file should be one folder above, because we are inside the admin folder, and our index.php is outside of our it is not outside, it is inside of the folder. So we will take just index.php. So it is almost done. Now we have to take, okay, now we can execute this file also. Here also I have to change some settings for me. Here it is logout.php. I just have to change few settings for me. It is not for you, it may be for you if you are using this hosting server, as per me. Now if I refresh the page, okay, now we call the logout.php file. So see, let's see what happened. Okay, not logout, it's a logout.php. Now as you can see, the logout success, and we are at our home page. Now yeah, I have to open the account again to access my home page. 456. So it is working. Now we have to add the file to here, logout button. So whenever a user will click on this button, it should execute the logout.php file. So we this code is inside our header file. So it is inside admin folder, and inside php includes folder, and here the header content or header, here the header, and here you can see the logout file, and we just need to call the logout.php file here, logout.php file. Okay, now done. If I click on here and just click on logout button, it is logout. Also I want to set I want to ask to admin whether they want to actually log out from this page or not. So what we can do, we can just put a confirmation condition here on submit return. Okay, let's see, we will do this on future. For this it is working now. If I click on logout, it is logouting, but here is the big issue, because if I want to access the home.php from the URL wall, as you can see it is opening without login. So in the next video we will stop unauthorization access to our admin area.